into turn 2, all the orcs are right up in the Eldar's face. They did move the wave serpents and the falcon a lot, and so it will be 6s to hit, but I will be able to attack all of them if I so choose. It's just where I'm gonna spread out. Luckily my trucks do make their dangerous terrain test, so they don't get immobilized at all. My looted wagons, one does press that, and as he's running over some difficult terrain, he presses that again, I guess. And so he's immobilized for the rest of the game. Luckily he's not very high target priority because there's a whole load of boys coming out right in front of them. So that's 1 squad, 2 squads. Wait for it. There we go. 3 squads. And all 4 trucks. They all unload. And I thought now is better than ever. You might as well hit everything at the same time, do as much damage, and so I can't get picked off. All the looters only get 1 shot. Surprising number of hits, but none of them manage to glance or penetrate. The first boom gun exactly in between them. Unfortunately, they aren't able to get through, but the bikes, they have strength 5, and so they shoot right into the back of that wave serpent, and they manage to pop it. Doesn't explode, unfortunately, but it does wreck, and so they have to come out the back fire point, and I will be able to charge them. And that biggest strength of the Dire Avengers is their shooting, and so being able to charge them is a huge victory for me, for the orcs. All the rest of the orcs, they charge in the rest of the vehicles. Every single vehicle is assaulted this turn. And so starting off against the Night Spinner, managed to get a few glancing hits, managed to stun it, or because he upgraded with stones, he can only be shaken and cannot be stunned. But then my Power Claw hits, he does get that 6, and he penetrates and immobilizes it. And so he can't shoot, can't move, should be a sitting duck for next turn if you'll be able to kill it, which is good because I don't like those Night Spinners at all, as you will remember from the game with Joe. And if you haven't, go watch it. We had lots of fun times. Now continue on, I keep on shaking them, but I can't seem to pop any this turn. But I keep on attacking. Every single time, Raph actually gets a little frustrated. I keep on getting a 6 with that Power Claw. Out of those 4 dice that I attack with, I always get it. But I do have to roll 2 dice because he does have those hollow fields on that falcon. And so I only managed to immobilize it instead of wrecking it. And so those points are already worth it. And yeah, I continue to fight the last wave serpent. I think that's Proxy's wave serpent. Attacking, ooh, I only get a glance with the Power Claw, but I do roll a 6, so it is immobilized. Now for the assault phase, the bikes are in, well, I'm with units against units. I do manage to lose a bike, and when I attack back, he has defend, which makes me lose 1 attack each, which hurt a lot more than I thought it would. And so I attack back, I actually lose combat, but I did, with my boss pull, I was able to save my, I didn't run away. So we're locked in combat. We barely did anything to each other. Turn 2 Eldar, he's just popping everything out because all the orcs are now out in the open, and so now he will fire and attack as much as he can and try to piecemeal me a bit. And with all his wave serpents, how they're positioned, it might actually be very difficult for me to continue assaulting. Wisely, his only vehicle that can move does move, and so he's not saving that for next turn to be exploded. But it also opens up a firing lane for his other Dire Avengers. The Fire Dragons have that 1 flamer in the Earth squad, and they do shoot all their normal shots and the flamer into the boys, and they take out over half. And so that was just the start of the hurt, though. As they continue on, the striking scorpions with their Exarch and their Power Claw, they attack with most of they're just their pistols, and they have wonderful aim apparently because they kill over half of my other squad. And then the other Dire Avengers with their Blade Storm get a ridiculous amount of attacks. The only reason my guy survives at all is because of the extra knob, the wound on the knob. So he does survive, but then he charges in. He has a higher initiative. I might be able to attack back, most likely not. unfortunately for that squad. And the same thing with my other squad. The striking scorpions are meant for close combat, and because of the high number of them, and yeah, piling up the orc casualties. But that doesn't deter us. Orcs are still gonna fight on. Oh yes, because they were still in combat with the Night Spinner, they were able to blow it up. Which, I don't care, I blew it up, it's fine, it doesn't matter if I lost 3 or 4 boys to the explosion. It's over with, and we can move on to the objective. The Striking Scorpions, no, they have Dire Avengers. They eliminate my Knob without too much trouble, and they consolidate 6, so they're able to move back, and so I probably won't be able to get into charge range with my free boys that killed the Night Spinner, which is a really good move by Wrath. But as you can see, all those attacks by the Striking Scorpions, my boys don't stand a chance, and even with the Knob, they all die, and there's nothing I can do. And they also get a 6 in consolidation, so they move right back up to support the Dire Avengers, and I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. Oh yes, that was leadership for the bikes. They do manage it. No, that was actually we're attacking again. This is bottom of Eldar turn, and so the Dire Avengers managed to do 1 more wound. I put on the Knob because I need all the attacks I can get, and I only do 1 wound left, and my Power Claw whiffs again. And so, killed the Night Spinner. All the trucks have moved up, and they've all unloaded all their boys, and so they're going to be running around causing chaos like they usually do. But all the boys around the Wave Serpents in the center there are completely wiped out. The bikes and all those Dire Avengers are just ridiculously locked in combat. They're just kind of like waving their hands at each other like little sissies. But there's still lots left on both sides, and I'm really excited for turn 3.